Like, I think it does like
basically
several
1/8
good things
gay.
for the game all at the same time.
I could go Axe to start. I don't know, guys. What do we think? I'll have to win round 1 if I go Axe. I don't like winning round 1. I kind of want to broaden my horizons, though. What's up, Danny Lee? And Venenifer TV. Welcome back to the 1/8 Gay Club. Tier 5 heroes might need a bit of a revamp right now. Not enough reason to go to level 9. I wouldn't say not enough reason to go to level 9, but there's definitely not much reasons to go for most tier 5 units right now. That being said, it's kind of a hard line to walk, because if they're good, they're kind of too good, right? The problem with tier 5s is they don't fit into synergies. Fit Booster versus Hood is kind of close. I can't actually go double Warlock. Warlock is just quite a bad unit, right? Like, he doesn't lead to anything. And he is ass. But he's a pair! And Bloodbound is like, it's kind of like, it can win you a couple early fights. Winning early fights kind of doesn't matter anymore, though. It's still preferable, but it doesn't matter much. Well, there's the Summoning Stone. That's quite interesting. Buy Warlock. I could sell Axe and go double Warlock. That's better. Just because Venomancer's a Warlock, so it completes. So we can go... just like a sampler build, right? Dude, I'm getting Summoning Stone so much. You get this item so often. It feels kind of hard to escape this item. We could go into the Primordial build here. We do have, like, Tiny Razor. So it's possible we could go Primordials instead of Beasts. I don't want to, like... I mean, I know we've got Beasts, like, 3 out of the last 4 games. I don't want to just do it every game. Ugh. Gross. So this is better for Beasts than Primordials, right? I think it has to be. I think it has to be. Yuck. Yeah, that's not useful. I mean, so we obviously have the Primordial pair here, and then Venomancer. We go full Summoning Stone opener. Yeah, sure, why not? Whatever. Works for me. Ah, this looks good. Can you guys hear that, by the way? My fan is on. So it's kind of dark in this room. Far Primordial on Stone is neat. It definitely is kind of neat. I mean, Stone is a really good item right now. Timber Saw. That's not useful. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure something out. We could also do like some weird... There's some universe where we could do some like 4 Primordial, 4 Savage or something.
1/8 gay.
That wouldn't even be terrible. This is good. And now we just need like the 3rd warrior to connect everything up. That looks solid. Yeah, that's fine. I think using the free reroll there is fine. There's probably no reason to save it. Still think Embarrassment of Riches is bad? I don't think it's unpickable. I think I'd take top tier. I'm like pretty confident I'd take top place tier 1 items ahead of it, even on round 1. It's probably like the 3rd best tier 1 item on round 1 though, which is, hey, that's pretty good, right? Just want to flood everything. I'm all out of space though. I'm ready to sell like axes or something. I guess axe is kind of my third warrior all of a sudden though. Do I level here? Isn't leveling just bad? Can't we streak if I level here though? I mean, instead of leveling, we can't just take Venomancer out. Because we don't really need Venomancer. Just because level 2 Savage doesn't do much. Leveling at 2K19. I don't know, man. It's true, though. Leveling in 2K19. Like, why would I even do that? But in this case, doesn't it just make some sense? I can put Morphin instead of Venomancer. Good, is that good? Morph instead of Venomancer? All I know is I'm just abusing Summoning Stun, right? I do think I want to go 4 Savage, right? So what if I just go 4 Savage, 4 Primordial? Isn't that fine? They kind of aren't connected by anything other than Summoning Stone. Is the one problem. I don't know, guys. Is leveling early really that bad? I'm kind of like... Don't get me wrong, obviously you want to level later than... On average, you do want to level later than normal compared to pre-patch. Obviously. Undeniably. It feels like people are overreacting a little bit. Like, if you can build a streak, you're still building a streak. And it's still nuts, right? So we can do this, and I can just sell the anti-mages, I think. Morph over Razor. Is Morph better than Razor? Probably. Probably not even close. Winning is the best option if you can streak, but streaking is so inconsistent. I kind of don't think that's necessarily true. That it's inconsistent. I mean, the thing is, like, obviously, the idea of being able to hit, like, a massive streak is inconsistent. But if we're talking about... If we're talking about winning versus losing... Oh, God. Ugh, my interest point. Yeah, I'll just streak here. I don't even care. Whatever. Okay, as I was saying, I should have put the 4th Savage in if we were streaking.
I'm basically 1/8 gay.
The
It's
thing
that
about
boy. Boosted what up?
What's up, Cell Sword 193? Welcome back to the 1/8 gay club. So if we're talking about streaking compared to the gold it takes to commit to streaking, which isn't much gold. It doesn't have to be very consistent, I think. Like, it's true, obviously, if you're going for a gold streak, that's something that you can't really go for. It's something that you can't really ensure is going to happen. But if all you need to do is to get your value back is hit, like, just a couple turns of a decent streak, I think that's quite doable. Do I sell my Razor here? I need this interest point. Do I sell my Morphling here? You guys are gonna hate me. Morphling just blows, though. Yeah, like, what's the point? Morph is much better than Razor? Yeah, of course Morph is better than Razor. If we're talking about like board contribution, but Razor 2 stars, and I'd rather have a 2-star, especially if my board right now can't even sustain an additional unit. I'll play for the like long value of 2-starring. Second Blink Dagger. Ah, or Helm of the Undying. Ah, dude, that's so hard. How are you supposed to choose there? Helm is nuts? Helm is nuts. I mean, to be fair, so is Blink. This might just have to be a 6-beast game. I don't know if we can get away from this. We do have, like, Blink Dagger and 2 Terror Blades in a shop. Is this unit just so immensely stupid that I'm just supposed to buy both of these right now? Unlike this really tight situational builds where, like, I don't even have a single anti-mage. Like, it can't possibly be this stupid, can it? Guys, we don't have a single anti-mage. We have, like... Are you guys serious? I think I'm being trolled. I'm pretty sure I'm being trolled. Like, obviously the hero's good, guys. We can all agree the hero is good. It's a neat thing. I think that's something we can agree on. You guys are definitely trolling me. Fuck off. Like, obviously it's busted. It's literally broken. But that doesn't mean, like, every known universe, every single situation, you click that shit. There are situations where you don't click it. Like, it doesn't fit into this build at all. This is like negative synergy with this build. It makes no sense. It was worth to pick it up, but still sell for interest? Right, sure. I mean, there's no reason not to pick it up there. Like, this build has so much DPS. I've got Summoning Stone. I'm, like, on an uncontested enough build with, like, you know, top streak. I've got, like, I'm deep into this. I don't have a single AM. There's no room for shenanigans like that. Level 1 Pudge can't be better than a level 2 Axe. As much as I hate Axe, and as much as I love Pudge, it just can't be so. We went over Sand King. I mean, Sand King could just be better. I sort of see Sand King as like this thing that scales better into like the mid-late game, like after round 17. Whereas like Summoning Stone does give Venomancer a boost. That being said, I think that's probably overthinking it. I think, like, at the end of the day, Sand King is just, like, better than Veno. Even though there's, like, 3 or 4 specific things about the situation that might incline me towards Veno. Sure. I mean, it's, like, it is just kind of a better unit. Thing is, I don't even have another, like, carrier for this, right? Yeah, there we go. Like that, right? That's good. Great for morale. Could have picked up the Pudga for the X as well. This is fine. Blink SK? I don't really like Blink SK, I think. I think SK's... A large part of the value of SK is like the same as Morphling, where he takes damage and then he burrow strikes. And also, he's got 10 armor and a good amount of base health now that I don't want to put to waste. And I don't need him to burrow strike immediately into a fight, right? It's like the late game fights where you want him to burrow strike super immediately. In these fights, I have a higher chance of killing an enemy before they ulti if I burrow strike 5 seconds into a fight than 1 second into a fight, right? And if I'm blinking him, he's not like tanking anything. It seems kind of silly to put blink on SK right now. This should be fine. I do definitely want 6 savages. I'm gonna take the aggressive level 7 here. And I need a lone druid quite bad, so I will pre-level. I'm so thirsty for a lone druid right now, you guys have no idea. Oh dude, lone druid would complete me. I know 2-star is better, 3-star is bait, lol. I mean, that's something people say, right? That can't actually be true. Like, I know that's something people say. How do you, like, Heropedia this? What are you smoking, dude? Fall from grace? This is actually kind of a weird one. Like, on one hand, Fall from Grace is quite neat here. Okay, that's good. I don't know, I think I just baited myself. Octarine Essence feels like it's not super amazing. Arc Warden. Yeah, we could have just gone a casual Arc Warden. It's true. It wouldn't have been terrible. Yeah, casual Arc Warden's worth doing here, for sure, I think. I don't know, I mean, Fall from Grace gives me, like, Heartless with just Necrovores, or just Pudge. In my mind, Heartless is just, like, one of the most useless synergies for this build. But it's still, like, I'm not going out of my way very much by choosing it, just compared to, like, an Octarine, which is, like, it's okay, but it's not all that, you know? So I want to protect and complete a new streak. And I'm, again, very thirsty for this lone druid. This will do for now.
Stay close to me.
I don't know, Octarine does kind of suck on this build. I was kind of like, well, I've got Veno. But he kind of needs Blink Dagger anyway. Maybe when I get Lone Druid and I put Blink on Druid Lycan, then I can put Octarine on Vena. Tooth and Claw. Not Tooth and Claw, sorry. The Savage Alliance, which is now Tooth and Claw, will give me enough mana. Because it's still mana gain, right? It's still coded the same. It gains mana. Which means I'll have enough mana gain on Veno's Tooth and Claw to be able to afford Octarine, I think. I don't even know if that's true, actually. That's 6 savages, it should be true. Yeah, something like that. That's basically the idea of it. My items, I didn't change my items around fast enough, but it's just you vomit 6 savages on the board early. A couple aggressive rolls to protect our oh so important streak here. The thing is, like, it's true that streaks aren't, like, immensely consistent to play for, but I think, like, right now, given the costs, I feel like people are kind of under-repping streaks, especially, like, the early level. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a lot of situations where you wouldn't level to 6 until like round 13. But I feel like that's become the norm, and it seems slightly excessive. I mean, leveling is still neat, right? So suddenly, I'm working on 3 stars. I wouldn't mind jamming like a level 2 Arc Warden in with my Tiny that looks like it's going to 3-star. I'm not really close to stuff. Like, if we're still on the roll value conversation, let's check out a roll value here, because we should always be assessing that. So what are we looking for? Sand King would be nice. But that's basically the only thing we're really looking for. Because, like, 2 Lone Druids would be really good, but 2 of them, it's like, I'd have to roll a lot to find that, so that's not good low roll value. 3 Tusks would be really good. 4 Lycans would be really good, but all that stuff that I'm not really close to. Like, Sand King is the only thing I'm close to that I actually want to hit here. Would I run a level 1 Arc Warden? I don't think I could even fit it in here. Not until I'm level 8, and we wouldn't be able to, you know, do the level 8 thing here anyway. And if I'm looking for a Sand King or a Lower Druid, my odds increase if I'm rolling at level 8, which I'll get to on 21. This gives me the opportunity to put in like a level 1 Arc Warden if we find one, or even something to, I don't know, complete Warriors or Warlocks or some random shit, I don't know. But the bottom line is level 8's the next step, and then once we're 8, we can roll a bit aggressively. Once we're 8, the next step is rolling, well, primarily preserving economy, rolling until we find at least like Sand King, and then maybe like, it just kind of depends after that, right? Like if we find a Lone Druid and then we find a Sand King, our roll value is still somewhat preserved, right? Because finding like 1 Lone Druid at that point, after we continue rolling after we've completed the Sand King, will be pretty decent. But if we just find the Sand King right now, then our roll value is still kind of weak, because our Lone Druid is still like a 2 of to complete, and that's something that's a little out of my reach. So at that point, maybe I'm thinking about, like, you know, playing for economy a bit more than rolling. I mean, we'll see, right? But these are the kind of things you need to be thinking about. So Mask of Madness is kind of a nuts item in general. I don't think it can fit into this build. I really like Vanguard's slowdown here. I think Vanguard has to basically be the correct play. We've got the Tusk, and like I said, we're rolling. Our roll value is just quite good here. Alchemist does not really mesh with what this wants. We're a little out of space, actually. This should probably be a Pudge level 1 instead of a Tusk level 2. I don't even know if that's true. Tusk 2 picking up 6 Savage buff actually might be better than Pudge 1 completing Warriors. It's fairly close. Completing Warriors is really valuable for the playstyle of Savages, which, you know, I just want to slow the pace of the game down. Would have been pretty good here. Looks like I'm good though, right? If I root. I just need 1 root and I'm good. I don't even need a root. What a unit. Forgot about that Eidolon. I think part of the reason that I really like Savages right now is, like, it feels like you can, right now in this meta, it feels like you can kind of just, like, achieve a lot of early game dominance. Hit a decent streak, and just kind of, like, ride it into the late game. And if you're uncontested, like, you'll just have a pretty good time. Ugh. Nah. No, right? Feels bad. So yeah, we would be looking for an upgrade to something else. I do feel like 6 Savages... It feels hard for 6 Savages to not be worth it, honestly. Just because there's no Savages that are bad that it feels like you're reaching. Would have been pretty hard to win that off roots at the end. Not having completed either of these is pretty sad here. Would have been cool to continue that streak. That's fine though. We've already gained plenty of value from the streak. Like, more than we've really needed to basically reconcile playing for it. Too deep on this one. God. This 4th Venomancer is the worst feeling known to man. 4 Venos on round 23. We could have gone Mechanism over Vanguard. We do have a lot of summons, so there's an argument for Mecha over Vanguard. I think Vanguard kind of outclasses Mech quite a bit though, and it also scales better into the late game because you have like a tankier unit to use it on. There's also some universe where we put an Arc. I think like the third warrior is kind of valuable though. There we go. This feels neat. And all of a sudden I think this is my Vanguard carrier. That's just gotta be right. We could have done this a while back. I don't know how I feel about Venom 2-star with Octarine. Let's watch this and see how it goes. Terrorblade on Pudga. That's kind of okay. If I'm gonna make use out of this Vanguard, I might have to like step other things back. This Terrorblade's casually one-shotting my Vanguard Tusk. Let's go ahead and have a look-see. Business as usual. Jesus, dude. I'm still really close to the Senking in Lone Druid, by the way. Like, my roll value is still high, right? So, like, Tusk completed, which lowers it a bit, but we're still, like, really close to these. And we're even, like, kind of close enough to the Tiny as well. I think there's kind of no chance that we can level up first. I don't know. I mean, Necrophos is decent here. I honestly... I don't think the Undead really does much for this comp. It doesn't do a lot, does it? I don't feel like it does. It's an okay amount. The heal is nice. I mean, where am I? I would just be like the 9th unit. That doesn't seem right. Whee! Nice knowing you. Yeah, this Enchantress thing is not happening, I think. Sorry, Arc Warden. I don't know. I might need to give more respect to this Arc Warden card. It feels like I knew I wasn't going to play it there. That was a close one. I don't know. I mean, we got bracers on Lone Druid. I still need to upgrade this unit. This is taking too long to hit level 3 Lone Druid for this bracers. But once I upgrade it, I'm basically just golden, right? Nice pathing beast. I mean, this is just silly. Like, once I get my bear to level 3, like 2 level 3 bears with Summoning Stone and level 6 Savage buff is literally just Vermoron, right? Like, it's the stupidest thing. Nice Necro skip. Yeah, I kind of like that Necro skip, honestly. Yeah, Necro is garbage. TBQH. So, we have to reevaluate roll value. It's like we found the Lone Druid. That's most of what we were looking for, but we're still very close to 2 really big things. One of which being, you know, this big thing, and the other being that big thing. Bye, Necro. I don't know. I think the 3 warrior frontline is nice. I think Necro is just kind of garbage. Because the thing is, like, when my Tiny's going to 3, the 3rd warrior is inescapable. It might as well be Pudga. Could it be something other than Pudga? I guess Kunkka would be better than Pudga. Sure, Kunkka level 2 we can go for. But it's just like, why would we go for Necro? How could we fit it in? It's not completing Undead. I'm not even in Pudge right now. I'm just passing through, right? I haven't invested into Pudge coin. Isn't Undead like bonus mana gain overall? Is it? It shouldn't be. Doing more damage after 75 doesn't gain more mana, so like it can be slightly for certain units, but it shouldn't be overall, no. It would be like every many hits it'll eventually give you some amount of value. Slightly sloppy. We should roll more aggressively there, just because we're so close to this tiny upgrade. And I think tiny is a quite large upgrade. There's a very good chance we're supposed to run an Arc Warden level 2 in this build. I don't know, we don't really have an item for it, right? We don't have a single item for this Arc Warden, right? I guess it's slightly funny to put it in the front line with a Vanguard. That sounds trolly. If we don't have an item for it, it feels kind of shitty. Not even in Pudge, sells Venom instead of Pudge. Alright guys, if you guys want to be smart-ass backseaters, I will grant you it was a misplay selling Venomancer instead of Pudge. If you're the kind of person to be in chat and be like, streamer misplayed, you're right. You win this time. Streamer did misplay. You got me. I think that's basically the only reason anyone even watches Twitch streamers. It's like, what else is the appeal other than to just be like, this streamer made a mistake. Like, that's the only reason, right? That's the kind of Twitch chat viewer I would be, honestly. Okay, so this is 3,000. Let's go ahead and guess. Okay, guys, guess the number. This is 3,000. So we can tell what the total bar length is. How big is this Terrorblade's bar, guys? How many inches? Okay, closest guess gets a cookie. You guys are all guessing 10K and shit? This is 15K. Unbelievable, dude. Okay, we should actually like level up though. There's the Enchantress. I mean, I am actually in Enchcoin. I mean, my last upgrade's like Kunkka. Upgrading the Ench gives me the Lone Druid every game, which is actually, I think, important. I mean, I could run a Troll Warlord instead of a Kunkka. I actually think that would be worse, though. No joke, I think Kunkka is better than Troll Warlord here. I just need to, like, kind of tank up. I did mention at one point I should be running Arc Warden, and I'm also about to get an item that might be really good on Arc Warden. Second Vanguard? Oh, dude. Count me in. That's so many Vanguards. I'll be able to survive 4 Terrorblade hits instead of 3. Pog. Oh yeah, give it to me. Keep the Sand King. That was a misplay. Thought it was already completed for some reason. This double Vanguard is kind of nice. I could move things to the back now. Doom the Terrorblade. I mean, if you could actually like control Doom, if you had like actual agency on what Doom targeted, that could be neat. Looks like we just have to survive a couple rounds. Just by having 53 health, it looks like we're getting probably second place by default. Maybe we could find ourselves in an unfortunate third place here for sure. Totally could happen. I think at this point we're too close to think about not just blowing our load here, so to speak.
We won't lose.
I don't feel that close anymore. I mean, we're like, what? One enchantress off the guaranteed Lone 3? That's a big upgrade over the 50-50. I should probably just reposition here, though. Positioning is the biggest thing. That's my single biggest weakness as a player, which I'm going to have to work on, because I do actually like want to play in tournaments. I know that there's a lot of you guys who think that I'm just like some internet memer. And I'm just like going to play meme builds forever. And I know that there's also some of you guys who are going to laugh when I say this. But I do actually want to like start competing in like more tournaments and stuff. I casted like WePlay because I want to also cast some events. It honestly feels kind of bad like having to choose between casting and playing because I want to do both. I'll probably like do like have it like a case by case basis, kind of like some events I'll cast and some events I'll play in. It's dirty Terrorblade picker. So we want the Tiny on top of the Terrorblade picker so he'll throw him far away. Don't abandon me. Feels bad, man. Listen, Panda. I'm not gonna like... Actually, there's no end to that sentence. I mean, I'll have to abandon you for some events. It's fine. You can always just like ask Merchant if he wants to play Underlords. Okay, that's neat. So we're in first place here. And this is kind of how I feel about Savage builds. Like, I think there's a good chance we could get second here. Savage do, like, kind of fall off, in a manner of speaking. Let's see if he repositions. So let's check out our opponent. He's got Refresher on this boy. He's got double bracers, one on Morphling and one on Tidehunter. So bursting down Tidehunter very aggressively could be nice, or just having things in front of him that aren't like super impactful, because he only has the one range Ravage right now. I think the one range Ravage could be kind of nasty for a unit like Sanking. And I think I want my Tusk to have multiple attackers on him, so we'll do the swap. He didn't swap the Terrorblade, so he'll be blinking up. His blink is going to be like kind of random. I think the best thing is to put the Tiny on the Terrorblade and back for the blink would make the most sense. In this case, it got bursted anyway, so we should just win, right? I mean, if we kill Terrorblade, his entire, like, I mean, what is this guy without his 15k Terrorblade damage? Fucking nothing, dude. We've sold too many Venomancers. We could have a Venomancer 3 by now. It's been slightly sloppy in certain areas. Also, we could have 2 Sankings right now too, but I don't know, whatever. I still want to replace this Pudge with a Kunkka. Would a Kunkka 1 be better than a Pudge 2? Is that possible? Am I losing this fight? Is that possible? I need like 1 root, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I messed up. How many roots can I get? He's still bleeding a lot. How many roots? 1 more root. Oh, we're good. We got him, boys. Okay, this was a really sloppy fight. I pretty much didn't deserve to win that fight. I needed to do like anything other than what I did, and I would have won that fight every time. Casual Refresher. But how many bears could a man actually use? Oh god. How does Refresher work with Lycan? Do you transform twice? I feel like Refresher was kind of me to pick there. I should have picked Daedalus like a human being.
I'm ready to do great things.
Whatever. Double bear, double fun. So the Terrorblade could end up on my Tiny if I move my Tiny a bit further back. Oh, he went BKB on him instead of Blink. I don't know, dude. We have literally quad bears. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. How much damage is that? Quad bears! Is that like 26 damage? 23? Dude, bear is so nuts. That's so dumb. Just end it here, right? Blinks back on this boy. Oh, that didn't work out so well for you, huh? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Come to daddy. Get out of here. The problem with tossing Terrorblade is like, the thing is, if you disable the Terrorblade, it's funny because it's his damage, but it's also kind of like maybe harder to actually power it down. It's kind of the trap I fell into last time I was in this situation, heads up against the Terrorblade player, which is like, I need to focus it. I can't actually stun it. It literally needs to die. Anything short of death is not enough. So I mean, I can like swap the Tusk with the Tiny. Oh, I know what I'll do. I could also have like anything other than... I mean, a Necro has to be better than a level 1 Lone Druid, right? Like, as funny as this is, and it is really funny, don't get me wrong.
We can pull this off. I know it.
Okay, Refresher Lycan. I've never seen this before. It doesn't actually, like... Does this work? I don't become like a double werewolf, do I? No? I'm still one werewolf. Okay. Double werewolf is not a mechanic in this game. Confirmed. I probably shouldn't have Refresher on Lycan. Ow. Ow. Is that enough? Was it just Necrophos at the end? Okay. Double werewolf not being a mechanic makes Refresher on this boy a bad idea. Refresher on the Sand unit could be kind of cute. Getting a Refresher was probably just a dumb idea. None of this made sense. Whatever. Just do this. This is good. The second heal at the end of the game actually has some ability to impact things. Just do this. I just want to gangbang this Terrorblade. Okay, Terrorblade. Wrong neighborhood, dude. Okay, we're silenced. Right neighborhood, dude. Okay, we fucking lost. Holy shit. Dude, we can't beat this guy. What are we supposed to do? This is so bad. Fuck, dude. Refresher on Tiny? Maybe. I don't know, dude. This Vanguard is literally useless against Terrorblade. He hits you like 3 times and you're dead. This is an absolute disaster. Holy shit. Like... I mean, I need to kill it. Like, stalling it doesn't move anything. Refresh on double punch. I mean, how much damage is punch even? Doesn't even say how much this crit is. I think the crit scales, right? Per level. I don't think it's just like an attack damage multiplier. I think it's one of those things that isn't stated in the tooltips. I think there's only one solution here. Some of you guys are already saying it. There's only one solution here. You know what it is. It's so risky, though. It's so risky. And here I found myself stuck on this like undead thing again. I don't even want to be in this undead thing. There was some universe where Kunkka's the pick. I don't like that here though. We can float this, it's fine. I don't know. He could actually just get bursted from bracers. Yeah, this is the problem. I need to move Lycan up if I'm gonna do that. My turnaround here isn't faster. It's kind of hard to make it go on a specific unit. My Lycan basically has to be how far up to make it so that there's no chance it goes on my Lycan? It has to be quite far up, right? It has to be like here, I think. But then my Venom might not blink. But Venom might not want blink anyway. I don't really have a good second blink target. I think I actually need bracers on him. Cause I don't think I'll have enough mana gain for a refresher. I need the there we go. 2 bears. I need to hit 1 root. So I should have done this a while ago. There's a chance I could lose this fight just from like kind of bad things happening. But this would be a punish if I had done this a while ago. I messed up this game. We have a pretty easy win here, but I'm still playing too sloppy. Like, I spend too much time focusing on like the theory and the probability and the builds, and positioning is like very, very, very easily my biggest weakness as a player. It should not be even really that close. Like we kind of had enough health that we bought ourselves like 3 safety rounds to kind of like dick around with and kind of figure out how to beat him, but we could have just done that a while ago. So yeah, I really like Savage right now.